Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Adams Brothers Podcast, Pop-Up Podcast. Come on in the room. Let's chop it up. Happy hump day to each and every last one of you out there in Facebook land and YouTube land. Come on in the room. Let's chop it up. Man, I tell you, it's been a long week. Long week. So thank you for joining us here on the Adams Brothers Podcast, Pop-Up Podcast. If you just missed the interview, we just got off of a live interview with Diana S. Rice. She is a mental health professional, and she is just a joy to listen to. We met her last night at the candidate forum out at the Johnny L. Tigner Center, and Diana is just, like I say, she's just a joy to listen to. She has a ton of knowledge. Went to Deerfield Beach High School and graduated in 1989. So she was in high school my senior year. She was just coming out there. She knows some of the people that we know. She grew up right here in Deerfield Beach over by North Broward Hospital in the Tedder area. So Diana S. Rice, thank you so much for your professionalism and helping us, with mental health and mental illness. So thank you so very much. We really appreciate you and look forward to talking to you again and having you on our podcast just to chop it up. We don't even have to talk mental health. We could just talk about Deerfield Beach and whatever comes up. So thank you. So as everybody know that, hey, I believe they passed the Monarch Hill, Mount Trashmore, whatever they call it there. I believe they passed it. They
5-3
vote, and they're going to be going up higher. So that big trash pile over there on Power Line and Green Road over there is going to get higher. So the Broward County Commissioners, they passed it. I guess the people with the money won again. They won. Coconut Creek didn't want it. Deerfield Beach definitely didn't want it. I believe Pompano didn't want it as well. But those Broward County Commissioners, they all voted. 5 of them voted for it, and 2 of them didn't. So the only thing that I could tell you is that when it's time to it's election time again, you make each and every last one of those candidates that voted, not candidates, but those commissioners, Broward County commissioners that voted for Mount Trashmore and voted to let waste management go up higher. You make them remember that when they ask you for your vote. You remember that, okay? You make them remember. Hold them accountable. You didn't want it. Pompano didn't want it. Coconut Creek didn't want it. Deerfield didn't want it. Hold them accountable. We'll post the names of those Broward County commissioners who voted for it, waste management to go up. We're gonna let you know exactly who those Broward County commissioners are. So it's a done deal. There's nothing you can do about it now. They've already passed it. The hill is going to get higher. You're still going to smell garbage, and you're still going to see the ashes certain time of year flying through your neighborhoods, and nothing you're going to be able to do about it. We don't have enough money to fight waste management, so they have billions. We don't have it. So it's a done deal. And moving on from that, we have had candidate forums here in Deerfield Beach here for the last 2 weeks, I believe. This week, last week. And man, I tell you, politics and it's getting nasty. It's nasty. It's not getting nasty. It's nasty. The personal attacks they're throwing the kitchen sink at each other right now. And then I don't think my brother and I was talking, man, I don't think we've ever seen it this nasty before. It's nasty. It's nasty. I'll be glad when it's over. The election is March 11th. The polls open at 7 a.m. and close at 7 p.m. And I believe tomorrow is the last day, or today or tomorrow is the last day to
request a
mail-in
ballot. Yes, you have to call by tomorrow.
So if you plan on voting by mail, you have, I believe, until tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow
by 4 or 5 p.m., something like that.
I just put it up on the Adams Brothers. I put some information from the city's website,
right,
concerning the election. So if you want a ballot, go on there and click on there. I think it has the link on that site, and request a vote by mail ballot. I have mine already. I'm gonna fill it out and send it tomorrow.
Right.
So send it in tomorrow to the supervisor of elections office.
Mm-hmm. So we have 3 candidates. We have Vice Mayor Todd Drosky, and we have candidate Dan Hers, and we have Timothy Chad Stevens. They all showed up at the Johnny L. Tigner Center last night. It was
very good. It was very good.
It was
very good. Well organized by the Women's League, I believe, of Broward County. Very well organized. Very well.
Yeah.
Very well ran.
They all showed up and they answered some tough questions. At this point, like you say, everybody already know who they're going to vote for. Some people, like we had Diana Rice on just now. Diana said she's still undecided. She doesn't know who she's going to vote for, but she was there last night taking notes, and and she's going to make a final decision on who she's going to vote for. But pretty much everybody already knows who they are going to vote for at this point. Okay. When you go to the polls, you have 3 choices for mayor: Todd Drosky, Dan Hers, or Timothy Chad Stevens. Okay. So those are your choices. There's going to be a election for a District 3 commissioner and a District 4.
And the candidates were there last night they answered questions last night too.
Yes.
At the candidate forum, District 3 and District 4 candidates. It was very good.
It was Tom Plout, and who was the other guy? Chauncey.
Yeah.
I forget his last name, but
yeah.
And then
that was very good last night. It was very good and very informative last night of all the candidates to show up last night.
Yeah, they all showed up and they answered tough questions. I think it's Philip Bailey. Is it Bailey?
Yeah, Phillips
Bailey. We have Karen Shelley, Daniel Shinesky.
Yeah, they were all there last night, answering tough questions.
Answering the tough questions. So you're going to be electing a new mayor and a new commissioner in District 3, and you're going to have a new commissioner in District 4. So you're going to have as little as 2 new faces up there, possibly 3 new faces. If Todd Drosky doesn't win, then you'll have either Dan Hers or Chad Stevens. But some people think that it's going to be a landslide between Drosky and Hers, but
I think it's going to be a close.
I think it's going to be a close race, man.
Whoever get the most people out to vote, that's who's going to win. Who's
going to win.
We're gonna have to move on from there. I mean, regardless of whoever win, I just hope the city can just move on and just come together for the betterment of Deerfield.
Yeah. Sensible development. We don't want to overdevelop Deerfield, but we need development here. Okay, you can't just stop it and make it and have an idle city. Nobody will want to move here.
Yeah.
Okay. So
we would love to see Dixie Highway develop.
Yeah. And talk about this dump over here with all these electric trucks over here on Dixie Highway. I believe you put that up.
Yeah, I put that up, and people came on there and gave their opinion, and people talking about this. One person talking about this. They didn't see nothing wrong, and that's cool. Okay, I mean, if you don't see anything wrong, they were saying it was bringing jobs, and well, how about let's developing all of Dixie and having real jobs, steady jobs throughout for the next until after we're gone. So you know, uh, everybody gave their opinion. You know, it's just like some people sometimes just want to come on and make an opinion. They don't comment no other time, but they just want to come on and make a shotgun comment, trying to be smart and trying to be slick sometimes. So,
Yeah.
you know, everyone gave their opinion on what what they see. I know what I see down there, and I live over here by it. So I gave my opinion, and I'm not backing down. And I don't care what type of whatever it is. It doesn't look good for our neighborhood, and whether it's temporary or not, I don't care. I said it that it doesn't look good over there, and hopefully in the near future that we can get Dixie Highway built up. And there's a meeting. Everyone is a meeting March 5th, I believe, March 3rd, Darryl, or March 5th for the corridor.
I believe it's the 4th. I have to go back and look at the flyer.
Yeah, it's going to be the meeting on the
5th, yeah.
corridor, Central Corridor. So I would, everyone, please come out to that meeting on. I'd have to go back and look.
It's on the City of Deerfield Beach website. It's on our page as well. But everybody needs to attend. If you care about Dixie Highway, then
And
you
what
should
goes on
attend
Dixie.
the meeting and give your input. And don't call us, because I know a lot of people like to call
3rd.
us. It's March the 3rd. Yeah,
At 6:30 p.m.
6:30.
And it's going to be the Central Corridor Outreach and Rezoning Project. And please, everyone, come out and give your input on what you might want to see or might not want to see. And hopefully the meeting is civil and everyone is no one disrupting the meeting. And hopefully we can get something done. But changes are coming. Right. Changes are coming on Dixie Highway. So don't just get left behind. Changes coming all over the city. You got the Southwest 10th Street expansion. The connection to I-595 is I-595 or somewhere out there. We got so many projects here. We got so many projects, and everyone definitely give your input on those projects. I know one project that definitely needs some eyes looked at, and that's over by North Broward Hospital between 48th and Sample. I know they put those barriers up and to try to traffic calming, but that stuff over there looks a hot mess.
Yeah, needs to be.
That street needs to be expanded.
Right,
and it really is an eyesore. And I understand the purpose the city was doing when they put it up, but if you go over there, that stuff look a hot mess and a hot eyesore between 48th and between Sample. And I know they were saying at one meeting that as soon as the state, the dollar's supposed to come in to expand that road, the expansion, I know the expansion is coming up too by Deerfield Beach High. That's going to be a nice area, which is going to have a walking and a bicycle trail. It's going to look nice all the way actually up past Cracker Barrel. But I can't wait till these projects come. I mean, I'm very excited, but I just hope that in the near future, either they go over there and clean that where the poles are broken. I mean, it just looks terrible over there.
And we know some people got killed over there, and we understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to slow people down by merging them into one or two lanes, and it may slow down the people that's getting killed trying to cross the road. But that's not the problem. That's not solving the problem. You're putting a Band-Aid on it, and it
needs to be a real fix over there.
Yes. So get involved in your community, and don't wait until the last moment and say, hey, I didn't know about it, why didn't I know? We put everything up on our page. All you have to do is just go on there and read it and look at it and find some time to attend some of these meetings and give your input. You can't tell these developers what to put on their property, first of all, but you could have your input. Maybe they'll listen to you. It's just like if I had a piece of property up there, nobody here could come and tell me what to put on it. I own the property. If I want to put a building there or with stores down there, I could do it. You
Long
know,
as it's by the
it's
code.
my property, long as it's approved by the city.
And by the codes, right?
You can't tell people what they should put on their property, you know. So, but you can have some input, you know.
Right. Definitely.
So,
Yeah.
by all means, get involved in your community, in your city, you know, and stop complaining so much and get involved. You know, people do a lot of complaining, but they don't want to get involved. So,
and I know I was called negative for posting pictures, but they're being divisive because I posted the pictures
of what?
Of the electrical trucks off of 10th Street. Well, I'm gonna keep, if that's the case, if I'm divisive, I'll keep posting pictures where I pay my taxes at. I be darned if I'm not.
How
I mean,
is that
and
divisive?
I didn't say anything
How
bad.
is that
If you go
divisive,
back
though?
and look at, well, I was called divisive by someone that
Whoever called you
that's saying
divisive,
that was
certainly
divisive, but
don't know
they
what
were
they're
full of
talking
it.
about.
So I don't even, you know, it is what it is. Like I say, I'm everybody here, everybody always seems to know the problems that going on in Deerfield, but they never want to be involved in the process of trying to
until it affects them.
to fix to fix it. But everybody can identify all the problems here, but nobody wants to be involved in trying to fix it. You know, and that's the problem here. What that we have, especially in District 2 over here, we got too many people, you know, that does that, and then they always complaining, and then they never want to be a part of the solution. But they can come on Facebook, make some little shotgun post trying to be slick and trying to be smart, you know, and criticize and cause others who's trying to get to the bottom of the problems over here divisive. I mean, that was laughable to call me divisive because I put the pictures
And that
on
person,
there.
I haven't seen that person come on the podcast in quite a while. Used to be a faithful watcher and chime in on everything, and then all of a sudden it just cut off. But now I guess I see why. You know.
Yeah.
You know?
And moving on to that, we
Yeah,
March 1st, we're gonna have the 48th annual waterway cleanup at Pioneer Park, and that's gonna be from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And Pioneer Park, everyone knows where that at. So if you want to get involved in the waterway cleanup, that's gonna be Saturday, March 1st, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And I'm trying to look and see. City of Deerfield Beach does Zumba classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. and it's a monthly rate, $50 for residents, $60 for non-residents. Daily drop-in rate, $15 residents, $18 non-residents, and that's at the Johnny Tigner Center, 445 Southwest 2nd Street. And over in the Common Highlands, if everyone noticed, they were putting doorgrams on the doors yesterday, just informing the residents over here that they are going to the AMI water meters, so
smart meters,
so they will be able to read the water meters. Now you'll be able to, as you'll be able to go check your account and see everything. And if I'm exact, they'll be able to turn your water off right from that meter now. So people just be advised they're going to be in the area from March 6th to March 19th. And I know they're already over here now because a few of my neighbors on the other streets told me that their water meters was just changed yesterday. So just know that they're going to be changing to the AMI smart meters over in this area. So
Miss Wilson said they don't care about our neighborhoods because it looks like the residents don't care about their own neighborhood. Trash everywhere, and outsiders have to come and clean our neighborhoods. Embarrassing.
Yes, it is.
It is.
It is embarrassing, Miss Wilson. We have to police our own neighborhoods first. We have to take care of our own neighborhoods, and that's what we try to do on here. We try to just uplift everyone and just try to be a source of news and what's going on in our community, and just try to get people attitudes to change and just take better care of your neighborhood, not just throw trash down and make our neighborhoods can look good too. I mean, we don't have our neighborhood
Take some
shouldn't look
pride
like
in your own
exactly. Take
neighborhood,
some
you
pride
know.
in your
So
in where you
I'm not
live
saying
at.
that they don't, but
Right,
it's a small percentage of people that don't. Maybe
right,
some of them don't live here. They just come through here and throw stuff
right.
out while they're coming through.
And I
I
see
see it all
kids.
the time coming
Yep.
from Pompano and Boca. They're
Yes.
coming
Yep.
down Dixie. They throw stuff out of the window. So
Yep.
it's not everybody that lives here.
Right.
Some people, a
Sure
lot of
isn't.
people just coming through here.
But I just wish they would just take a little bit more pride in wherever you at, and just don't be eating something and then just throw it on the ground. That's not good. Look for a
Oh.
garbage can. Hold it in your hand until I'm quite sure you're gonna see, because they have garbage cans, I believe, along. I know you was active there
we're
along
trying to get
Dixie.
some on the east side though.
Yeah, and even on 15th Street, the street that the high school is on, they have cans down there. So just
Yeah.
hold it in your hand and just wait till you come to a garbage can and just
Put it in there.
throw the trash, throw the garbage or trash or whatever you have in the can, and just take pride.
And also, the Deerfield Beach Packer Rattlers are back. They are back in town. The Rattler Nation is back in town. The city is stepped up to the plate and helped the Packer Rattlers organization get back on track. They're gonna be funding them for this year. And the registration is free. The registration for this year is they waived the registration fee, so there's no registration fee. So we want all the kids that with the Pompano Tigers and Pompano Chiefs and Collier City Cowboys and the Delray Rocks, want them all to come back. So
Right.
Deerfield Packer Rattlers has a legacy here that we beat up teams for over 40 years here, and we're going to continue beating up teams here like we used to when we get back on track this year. So the registration is free. We need coaches. We need cheerleading coaches.
Mhm.
We need everything back out here. You have to be able to pass a level
Sure.
2 background check, guys. Okay, it's a state law now. It used to be just the Deerfield Beach level 2 background
few other
check here
cities.
and a few other cities.
Yeah.
But now the Governor Ron DeSantis has made it a level. He's made a level 2 background check mandatory throughout the state of Florida. So I don't care where you try to run now. If you couldn't pass a level 2, you may as well. You can't go anywhere in the state of Florida now. If you can't pass a level 2 background check, you cannot coach Little League football. I don't care what city you go to or what Little League team you go to. If you can't pass a level 2, you can't coach. That includes the cheerleading coaches, the football coaches.
And that's for school volunteers too. It's not just for
Volunteers.
Little League
Yeah.
football. It's for school volunteers too. So it's for everyone.
Right.
It's like Daryl say, it's for everything.
So
Take your kids back out there. Don't listen to the naysayers, because we got a lot of naysayers running around our community, and they just bitter, angry, upset people.
they hate the Packer Rattlers for
Just
some
take
reason.
your kids
They hate
back
the
out
Rattlers.
there. The kids need something to do,
And yes, I'm using the word hate. They don't. They hate the Deerfield Beach Packer Rattlers,
and they just bitter.
we know who they are.
They just bitter people who just bitter about life. I guess how their life might have went, whatever. So it is what it is. Take your kids back out there for the cheer, to play football. They're gonna have educational programs for the kids that's playing out there. The city has invested money, and we're glad about that. But just take your kids back out there, and let's get back to where we were starting out from 1976. Let's get back to that type of spirit
Football.
that we had back in those days.
We're gonna be doing. I'm sure they're gonna be doing some fundraisers. I would like to see them have every year have an alumni. If you ever played or coached or the cheerleader for the Deerfield Beach Packer Rattlers, we'd like to have an alumni ballroom, like an alumni dinner dance or something like that.
At the Tigner Center.
Out at the Tigner Center, all of the alumni, cheerleaders, and football players and coaches and volunteers could just come out and have a good weekend, and
I
have
heard
dinner.
they were working on something like that.
Yeah, have
I just
dinner
heard people was working on
They
that.
can raise some money, do some fundraisers out there. I definitely would attend.
Yeah.
And it will be an excellent way to raise some funds. So be looking forward to
Yeah.
And
the
seeing
businesses
that
here,
happen, the businesses can get
businesses,
involved.
please donate to the Rattlers. We have a lot of
Yeah.
people with businesses here. I mean, your money is gonna be, the city is doing every year. They're gonna do a audit. So your money is gonna be going to the right place. It's not gonna be wasted. So just be there for the Rattlers and forget about what the naysayers say. I mean, you go back and look, it's never about the kids. And I'll say this, and I don't care who don't like it or whatever. When my dad was out there, and my dad and all those people from when it was started, they were truly about the kids. It wasn't about one or two or three individuals in that. Mr. Wardell Chance, Mr. Fullins, and Scott, and Miss Kidd, and Mr. Hollister, and Mr. Hall, Miss Portier, help me out, Miss Linda Farish. When all of them, when everybody was out there, help me with some more names. When those people was out there, it was all about the kids. It wasn't about grandstanding. It wasn't about, well, I'm over this. And they ran a successful youth football. Now we got too much grandstanding by people, and then the parents get mad at someone, and then they don't want to take the kids out there. Then they want to trash the whole organization. We need to get away from that. It's about the kids. It's not about the adults. And that's what I think we need to get back to. But this is the society that we live in. We got so many bitter, angry people running around our town now, and they don't even care about their own people.
Why make the kids suffer though? For mistakes that grown-ups, an adult makes out there, whether they knowingly did it, made the mistake, or unknowingly. Yeah, but why make the kids suffer? Yeah. And you got this small segment of this community here, 9 or 10 people that don't like the Packer Rattlers. No, every time you mention the Packer Rattlers, they turn their nose up, and when they introduce the Packer Rattlers are back and this and that, they don't sit there, they don't clap or anything. We all know who they are, and you all know who they are too.
And y'all know who the naysayers are. Y'all know. I mean, a lot of them was out there, and whatever reason, whatever happened. But
it's more people that want the Packer Rattlers than that little group that doesn't want the Packer Rattlers.
And I hear people telling other people, don't take your kids out there. And all this here, but we're
going to make sure that they do. On here, we're going to invite them right back out there. So good always prevails. So that's how we're going to look at it, and that's how we're going to move forward. Congratulations. Welcome back, Deerfield Beach Packer Rattlers. You are here to stay this time, and we're going to make sure, even if I got to go out there, even if I have to go out there and become the president or the vice president or whatever I have to do to make sure that everything is done the right way, I will do it. Okay.
It's about being in the community, and a lot when you and when you sit and do what me and Daryl do, we don't get paid. So we always have people trying to be a little slick and try to be critical of things that we do on here. But I'll say
don't care either.
We're gonna keep having the same. We're gonna keep inviting guests on here who we feel are, whether it's politics, whether it's sports, whether it's anything. And if you don't like what we do, because I don't tell no one else how to run their job or their operation, but if you don't like how me and Daryl do things on our podcast, then don't watch. It's just that simple. No one makes you come on here and watch us. And I want to make myself very clear on that. You don't have to watch. You can be critical of us. That's cool. I don't care what no one say about me. I really don't. I just know one thing. I'm running for commissioner in the next 2 years, and I'm gonna give it my all. I'm gonna be for the people. So whoever gonna ride that train with me, gonna ride, and whoever don't, I'm not gonna worry about them. I'm at a stage in my life right now where I don't dwell on what people say about me or someone in my family or anything else. I know where my heart at. My heart is right here in this city. My heart is for the people in all 4 districts of this city. So I want to see the well-being of Deerfield Beach. So all the people that try to be negative about our podcast, and they know who they are.
from
You
our
know.
own community here, the
I
black community.
know who they
Okay.
are, and they
District
know who they
2.
are too. But you're not gonna stop what me and Daryl did. It's one thing my mom said here a few weeks ago. My mom
And
told
it's
me
not that many, by the way. It's only a handful, 5
My-
or 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them.
my mom told me and Daryl, she said, the higher you guys get, the more you get to the people. She said, the more just be ready for people to
hate.
try to hate on you for whatever reason. And she's telling the truth. But I can sit here and say none of that hate that they think because they say something about a guest or whatever. I don't care. I really don't. And we're gonna keep doing what we're doing here. And I'm saying exactly what I'm saying. We're gonna keep doing because I don't tell no one else how to run their business, and no one is. You can give suggestions about our podcast, but no one is gonna tell me and Daryl
we like
how to exactly, and we welcome it. But no one's gonna tell
take your little
us
cheap shots
how to run our podcast, and I want to make myself very clear on that too. And if someone want to call me divisive because I put some pictures on Facebook about those utility trucks over there, and if you want to call me divisive, I'll be divisive.
But
then
I still don't get how that's being divisive by you posting a picture.
I thought about it, but it doesn't even.
It's deeper than something.
Of course.
It's more than just posting a picture. It's something else fueling that comment or that type of.
But I don't care.
Negativity.
Honestly,
or
I don't care. But I wanted to say that it doesn't matter to me. Like I say, we're gonna keep doing what we're doing here, and in 2 years, I'm running for commissioner, and
you will win too.
It's well known. I'm not hiding. I'm gonna be for the people, and I'm gonna do my damnness. I'm gonna work hard for the people, and I'm gonna be fair. And one thing about me, I'm an honest black man. I don't need to take I don't need to steal. I don't need anything else. I'm gonna be for the people. I don't have to buck dance or kowtow, whatever people might have said about other people in the past. I don't have to do all that. I'm a black man. I'm a straight shooter. I speak my mind. And one thing I'll always be here is an advocate for my city. And I'll always be an advocate of my community. And whoever don't like it, so be it. Don't watch our podcast.
Who knows? Maybe I might run for mayor. How about that? You run for commissioner, I might run for mayor. How about that? I might run for mayor. You never know. I don't know.
But they also had a nice the Black Heritage Banquet was very nice over at the DoubleTree on Saturday night. The entertainment by the Valerie Tyson band. Miss Valerie Tyson is still around. Me and Daryl and a lot of my friends used to go down to Rogers. A lot of people might remember Rogers off of what that was, 31st in Broward.
Broward University.
Yeah, back in the days in the
I'm sorry, was
80s.
That Broward 441? 441.
Show what Miss Terrell's saying on this. Yes.
Broward and 441. Okay.
Miss Terrell, thank you. I would love to have your vote, and I have already we already spoke, so we know what we know. But Miss Valerie Tyson spoke to us on Saturday, and she was just telling us we were telling her about when we used to go to Rogers in the 80s, and we used to watch her perform then, and she's been in the business, she said, since
45 years.
Yes, since for 40-something years. And Miss Valerie Tyson, she told us, she's about ready to give it up, but she's still a great performer, and she did an excellent job at the Black Heritage Festival. They honored, if y'all correct the names, I know Michael Shernick, I believe, he goes to Radiant Living. They honored Miss Bertha Pratt.
Yeah.
They
Cox,
honored
Miss Cox.
Miss Cheyenne.
Cheyenne Cox.
They honored her, which she wasn't there. She's a little under the weather. And it was excellent there. The vibe and everything was nice at the Black Heritage. I hope everyone come out. I mean, the entertainment was good, the food was good, and it was a thank you, Jerry Brown. Yes, I am running here in the next 2 years. Good to see you on here, Jerry. But yes, I am running in the next 2 years. So I hope to get whoever believe in me. That's all I'll say. Whoever believe that I can do the job and do the job competently, and do the job with dignity and with character. If you believe in me in the next 2 years, then come out and work with me and support me. I'll love to have those people who believe in me. If you don't, then so be it. I'm not gonna worry about it. But we're gonna keep doing what we're doing here.
That little small little group over there that think you're gonna attack my brother and I'm not gonna say nothing. You got the wrong person. So don't. I'm telling you right now. So don't even try. So,
but you know,
we're ready for it though. Okay, we're ready for it. We know it's got that little small little section that that they all stick together over there, and they want to be divisive or whatever. Then let them be divisive.
Yeah.
Still won't stop anything.
I have prayed on this.
Attack my brother, you may as well attack me too. So,
I prayed on this, Kim and Tara. I prayed on this, and Jerry. I done prayed on this, and I know I'm ready to do this right now. And like I say, I could have did it years ago, but it's all about God's perfect timing. And I really prayed on this, and this is something that I really want to do. This is something that I really want to do because I believe that I and everyone else, if we all stick together, we can make a huge difference in our community.
Tara, we're talking about the little group that won't ever watch our podcast while it's live, but as soon as we get off, we got 1,000 views within an hour, 30 minutes.
Yep.
That group.
Yep. So, and it is what it is, but our city can thrive because we got a lot of people here. We got people here like Miss Tara, Miss Portier here. We got a lot of people here that can make our community a better place. Deerfield, the sky's the limit here in Deerfield Beach. Like I say, if we all, I believe if we all try to stay positive when we can and all work together, we can make a huge difference. We saw that with the Tigner Center here. We saw everybody banded together during COVID, and we all worked together to get the Tigner Center. And then I give Commissioner Preston all the credit. The commissioners was kind of reluctant at first, but he got them to see things his way. And look what we have out there right now. Look what we have. And we had a lot of people speak up from not even our district, from other districts that spoke up. And I'm proud of my city. Trust me when I tell y'all this. I love my city. I grew up here. My family has been here in this city. The Adams family has been here in this city since 1913. And I'm proud of this city. I'm proud of we got so much talent here from this city. We see them all the time, whether on our podcast from and I know person was complaining with Tony Sands with Miss Portier, Miss Tara, Miss even from with Sherman here. We got so many people that have so much came on our podcast and offered a lot, just trying to have conversations. And a lot of times we didn't agree with each other, but we still had good civil conversations on here, and we all able to walk away and still be friends. And that's all we trying to do right now. Just try to have civil conversations in our city and just move our city forward. And
we have guests on here. We don't always agree with everything that they say. You know what I'm saying? We disagree with some of our guests sometimes, respectfully. It's not, we like I said, we don't invite people on here to agree with every little single thing that they say.
Right.
We disagree. But we do it respectfully,
We had great guests doing the political. We were able, and we're going to bring them back here. Hopefully within the next week, we're going to bring all the candidates back that's running here in Deerfield and give them another final opportunity to plead to the voters. So that's for mayor and the commissioners. Those that want to come back, you already know, we already spoke. The door going to be open. You can come back here and give the people one more opportunity on our podcast to show your platform and just show the people what you stand for. And like I always say, we here for the community here. And I know I'm doing a lot of talking, but we promote businesses here. I have asked any black business here,
always for Black History Month,
for the black business to please come on here. If you got any information you want us to share, our email is right on the ticker there. Is it? No,
No, that's for the
not on that.
Cash
That's for the
App.
Cash App. But we, any business, any black business, we here for you. I mean, we here for any business. If you want to promote your business, by all means. I mean, come on
and
here.
we do it for free. We do it for
we don't
free. If
never
you want to
ask
make
no
a
one for
donation to our
anything.
podcast, where are you going to get free advertisement from? We do it, because we like to see our people do good, especially you from Deerfield. You don't even have to be from Deerfield. You can be from Pompano, or Delray, West Palm Beach. We invite
all businesses,
black businesses on here. We bring them on for free.
Come on here and talk about your business. So we and everyone that watched our podcast know we say this all the time. If you got a business here, I done reached out to so many businesses and asked them to come. They didn't come. A lot of people came. A lot of people came, and a lot of people don't. But that invitation is there. I don't have to personally come to you and tell you. The Adams Brothers, if you want to promote your business, we are here. I mean, like Daryl said, the donation, you can make a donation, but we don't. It's on the ticker. We don't ask no one to come on here for a donation, and we're here for the community. We're here, and not just here in Deerfield. We're here to promote people's business outside of Deerfield. We have had people here from Baltimore, Maryland. We had the two sisters. They run the seafood place, the twins, and soon after they were on our podcast, NBC had them on. We have had the sheriff, we have had the state attorney Harold Pryor, we had Sheriff Greg Tony, we have had state attorneys, we had attorneys, we had everyone. We here for the businesses here. If you want to promote your business, we're here for this. Get in contact
with us. We'll get you. We'll put you on here. We don't look, and then a lot of times we do these things, and we'll get off and we'll hear the Cash App go off. They sent X amount of dollars,
and we thank those people.
Look, and if that's their way of thanking us, and hey, if you want to donate, then that's fine. We don't fine with that. Everybody. Look, we do what we do. We ride for Exit 42, Deerfield Beach, especially Deerfield Beach, but Broward County and the Tri-County area. We do whatever we can do to uplift our communities throughout the Tri-County area. So. With that being said, we're not going to harp too much on all of that stuff. Everybody already know what we've been doing
for 5 years now.
Our whole lives have been public service. 25 years apiece with the city of Deerfield Beach, almost 10 years with the city of Pompano, 2 years with Castleberry, 10 years with the city of Sunrise. I've been doing public service all my life here on the podcast. All I know is public service. Okay, I'm a public servant. I've been a public servant all my life.
And we had great guests on our podcast.
And we're going to continue to
go back and look at Tara Portier's interview with us the other night. She spit some good game, good facts, and good information on expungement, which is tomorrow. Am I correct, Daryl? Is the expungement tomorrow, right?
27 tomorrow from 3 to 7.
Is tomorrow.
Read it off there while you do it. Tomorrow, the expungement workshop is from 3 to 7 at, I think, the Riverside Church.
Yeah, let me
it's
go
from 3 to 7. Wayne is going to read it off here. And we're going to get off of here in a little bit because we've been on here since 6 o'clock.
She gave great information on expungement, the do's, the don'ts, what you will really need. So I just ask everybody to go back and look at what
Miss a ton of information in that podcast, man.
What Miss Portier
Jamar
put on there.
She left a ton of information on it. Please go back and watch the playback. Please.
Right. And if
if you've been arrested.
Right. And if you know anyone that has been, the information that she gave us the other night.
Riverside Church in North Lauderdale.
Thank you, Miss Tara. But I mean, the information, it's a lot of things I didn't even know. And she just gave us some great information. The juveniles. I didn't even know the juveniles can have their records expunged too. If you were here in Broward County, they can only help you if it happened here in Broward County. So if it happened in another county, you're gonna have to go to that county. But I think the quick guests that we have on here give great quality information. I don't care what no one says. And we had a mental health counselor on here tonight, and she gave us some great, go back and look at the playback. She gave us great information.
Shout out to Diana Rice.
That's right. Shout out to Miss Diana Rice at Deerfield Beach High. She graduated in 1989. That's right. So she's a fellow buck like most of us
Her
here.
maiden name was Diana Santiago. So if you know Diana Santiago, she went to Deerfield High.
Class of 89.
Class of 1989. So if you know Diana Santiago, she knows a lot of people here in Deerfield Beach.
Yep.
So 3 to 7 tomorrow. Down at the Riverside Church in North Lauderdale. If you got a warrant out for your arrest, you might not want to go. Don't go down there if you know you got a warrant for your arrest, because you ain't gonna make it back. You have another arrest record when you leave there. So,
or like Miss Terra,
you're gonna need to get that expunged. So
too.
yeah, don't go down there if you got a warrant out for your arrest now.
And y'all know, like the expungement is free, but you have costs. The clerk of courts and the FDLE
$75.
Right. So
and $42.
Right. So it is the expungement is free, but the other costs are gonna be by the FDLE and the clerk of court. So y'all take advantage of that. If a lot of y'all can get your records expunged, you can get better jobs. You can coach a lot of stuff in Little League football and sports. And so just everybody just do that. And I just, again, we getting ready to get off. And I wish everybody a blessings out there for everyone out there, man. I pray for this. I pray for this city. I pray for our community. And I just pray for better things to come to our city. And I just pray that we can be better people towards each other here in Deerfield and outside of Deerfield. That's my hope and my prayer for this city.
And Jamara Porter said they don't pay anything. They don't pay anything tomorrow, and they're gonna have drawings from 3 to 7.
That's right.
If your name is drawn, they're gonna cover all of your costs. The only thing that they don't cover, I want to be clear, because some people come back and say, hey, well, you told me it was free, and I went down there and I had to pay $75 and then I had to pay $42. Okay, well, it's free. They're gonna do all the paperwork for you right there, but the court cost, clerk of the court cost is $42.
And you might win that raffle,
which they don't have any control over. And the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, FDLE, there is a $75 fee that they have no control over. So even if you got to pay $117 out of your pocket,
and she said you don't have to pay anything tomorrow.
Right, you don't have to pay anything. But even if you have to pay $117, that's better than the $1,500 to $2,000 that an attorney would charge you to expunge your record. So just think about it and stop complaining. You're getting a service here for virtually free. It's going to be free.
Yeah.
Okay. So utilize it, people.
And that raffle, like Miss Portier said, they're gonna be raffling throughout that time, and you might get everything. So please, man, just take advantage of that. We got to take advantage of every opportunities that are afforded to us.
Yeah. We want to thank you all for rocking with the Adams Brothers. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for the people that don't watch us live and then will come back and watch. We thank you all too. We ain't no hate. It's all love over here. We love everybody over here.
Yep, I know I do.
And
I ain't going to hell.
You can do about it. We want to thank you all for rocking with us. Next month will be our 5-year anniversary. We burst onto the scene in 2020, right in the middle of COVID. Right? No, at the beginning of COVID. Right. And this will be our 5-year anniversary next month that the Adams Brothers has been doing this podcasting. And man, we love what we do here. And we're going to keep on bringing you information and putting out news and information that you all can rely on. Thank you all for watching, man. We're tired. We're going to put away this equipment, get some dinner, might have a glass of wine, and then we're going to relax for the remainder of the night. Thank you all so very much.
If they win the raffle, they don't pay for anything, folks. Tomorrow, 3 to 7 p.m. at the Riverside Church in North Lauderdale. Y'all have a good night. God bless you.
Thank you all. Good night, everybody. Hey. Thank you for watching. Good night.